smoking, but when they hear this song, they'll learn there's more to toking. 25,000 different things we can make from it, and if we give it a chance, we'll save the blinking planet. Food, fuel and medicine, necessities for life, a benefit to all of us, our wonder and delight. Within this smelly weed, there's more than meets the eye. So much, much more than smoking, it can cleanse our dirty skies. Cannabis, cannabis, we'll save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is a very useful weed. Cannabis, cannabis, we'll save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is very good indeed.
It's Monday, it's time for Hemp, and Hemp Works, and today we're going to have, sorry, how do you pronounce your name again? Pavla?
Pavla.
Pavla, right, Pavla.
Yeah.
We've got Pavla, and she is the Business Development Manager, and she's head of the International Relations of the World Hemp Congress, the organisation. Right, that's a pretty big title. So the conference... It's a big one, isn't it? There are a lot of people don't know about our hemp conference that you've been having, because they've been involved in the medical side.
The conference is actually it's going to be the third one in a row.
Yeah.
And we started out, step by step. So this year we decided to go more international. That's why I was also hired to help them promote this event.
Yes, because as we both know, over the last few years, the medical side of this amazing plant has really been in the news. But of course, I personally come from 21 years ago. I started with hemp, and I've grown it and processed it. And obviously, you by the very nature of your job, you obviously know a lot about the agricultural side of the plant. And I think a lot of the medical people, they haven't even woken up to the fact yet that not only do they get this really amazing medicine from it, but they get all this other fabulous stuff, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's our objective, to raise awareness and to inform people about all the various purposes that the hemp can be used for. It's not just, a joint.
No.
It can be used for medical purposes, for a textile industry, for hemp plastics, for instance, hempcrete for building. Yeah. And our focus is mainly on the innovations.
Yes.
We're trying to attract innovators from the field of hemp, from different industries, and so that they meet each other and they can start connecting, forming business connections, and promoting their work.
Well, I am very stoked. I am very happy because they've actually asked me to give a talk there this year as well. So I think I will be coming to Slovenia, and I've always wanted to come to your country.
I think I'm the one who invited you.
And I think you're the one that invited me, yes. Which is going to be very interesting because I've got a very refreshing view, if you like, about agricultural hemp. And I've worked in the industry, as I say, since 1994. And all those things that you mentioned, I've made the plastic and I've made the building material and I've grown it and I've done the clothing and I've made the paper and the candle and the soap and the biodiesel.
Fantastic. You've done it all.
I've pretty much, and then to finish my education, unfortunately, I got really sick and learned about the medical side. So I'm so looking forward to coming over to meet you all. It's quite soon, isn't it? It's August.
Yes, it's at the end of the August, from 23rd
the end of the August.
Yes,
Wow.
from 23rd to 28th of August.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I was really interested and surprised is the amount of the figures you put up for last year's conference. How many people done downloads or listened into it? It was quite staggering, wasn't it? How many people took an interest in the conference? Yes,
last year I wasn't part of the team, but from what I was informed, they decided to just broadcast it for free for a different like for an hour.
Yeah.
And it was amazing because nobody expected so many viewers.
Yeah.
So the servers were crashing, the connection was crashing. So we had to really prepare the technical side for this year because it was amazing, unbelievable.
So how many numbers did you get?
Last year it was 17 million viewers.
17 million. That is incredible.
Yes, that's incredible, and it's also incredible. The support, how everyone was helping us, trying to promote, and that's really great. So it's getting better from year to year.
Yeah, and of course, with the agricultural side, we're never going to run out of things to talk about or explore, are we? Because it's got so much potential.
Yes. It's like a never-ending story.
It's like a never-ending, fantastic story. I'm so excited that it's making after all these years of being involved, I think we're actually starting to see it happen now worldwide. Yes. Yeah.
I think so.
And of course, with the conference taking place, what a fantastic, if you have any interest in any form of agricultural hemp, from being the farmer to being the end processor to getting, then you really do need to be at this conference, because you're going to meet everybody that's involved.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you're right.
It's going to be pretty good. Yeah. So how did you get involved in it? What was your, how did you get chosen for this prestigious job?
Well, it was actually by chance. I got an information that Mrs. Robic, who is the initiator of this Congress, and also the CEO. She was looking for some people, and because she was hiring people through the Herbalist Association Pomorje, I was thinking, I get an invitation, would you like to participate? And I thought, what is this, Herbalist Association? And I thought, so what? I have time, might as well check it out,
Yeah.
And I come there, and after 5 minutes, I'm listening to her, and I'm just like, wow, that's it. That's what I want, I'm good at organizing things. I like innovative things, new things, always been, introducing novelties, pioneering things. And I was so enthusiastic, and she immediately said, I want you. So I was very happy.
Well, all I can say is I've been following I've always been interested in the hemp conferences, even when the Nova Institute used to do some conferences and various other places. And the last 2 years, I must admit, I didn't see too much about the conference that you're doing, but this year, obviously through your efforts, it seems to be everywhere. A lot of major websites now that I'm opening up are talking about your conference. So obviously you've done a very good job this year of getting the information out there.
Yes, we are really working hard for 3 months non-stop now already.
Yeah. So where are you based actually? Are you in Slovenia? Or are you?
Yes, we are in the eastern part of Slovenia, which is actually a very nice place, a touristic place. And it's near the Hungarian and Croatian and Austrian border. So it's also easy for people to fly in, because they can choose the airport in Zagreb, Croatia, or in Ljubljana, Slovenia, or Vienna in Austria, or Budapest. It's also only 300 kilometers away. And it's a touristic place, so we have hotels and everything, and it's cool. You can just walk to the venue. No need to take a bus or anything.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I for two things, I've always wanted to see the old Europe. I don't look at you as Eastern Europe. I look at you as the old Europe, the Slovenia and Hungary, and all that part of the world that was under occupation for quite a long time. I've always wanted to go to that part of Europe before it actually sort of turns into the rest of Western Europe, and there's a McDonald's and a Starbucks in every other shop doorway. So I'm so happy to be coming, and I'm going to spend about a couple of weeks over there as well, because I've got some friends I want to go and see in Hungary and some friends in Romania, and all to do with hemp. All my friends, always about hemp. It's a fantastic thing to travel with.
Well, we are very much looking forward to having you in Slovenia.
Fantastic. Yes, we will be there. In fact, tonight I'm working on my CV to send over to you. So.
Yes, please do, and you should also do the booking for the hotels very soon.
Yes,
because that week, the end of the August, we have also other things going on, touristic things, and there's going to be lots of people. So I advise everyone to book fast.
So again, right, you're talking to a global, international audience. And I know that, especially in America, they're most probably going, where is Slovenia? Would you like to tell us where your beautiful country is?
Some people don't like to hear this in Slovenia, but I don't have a problem saying that I'm from ex-Yugoslavia, because when I say Yugoslavia, usually people know.
Yeah.
So...
That was such a long time ago now as well, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's, over 20 years.
It's over 20 years. It's still fresh in my memory. Because I had friends that drove aid out to that when it was all taking off. But it's just, Yugoslavia is just such an old, 20 years ago. Yeah. So Slovenia came from part of the old Yugoslavia?
Exactly. We are on the north.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bordering on Austria in the north, to Italy in the west, to Hungary in the east, and south bordering to Croatia.
And of course, demographically, before the restrictions on hemp growing, your part of the world was very, very famous for its very fine hemp growing. That whole Austrian, Hungarian, Slovenia, Italian, that was some of the finest hemp in the whole of the world. And that's when the world was trading in free hemp. It was getting hemp from China and from India and from all the other places, but it was the hemp that came from that part of the world that always fetched the best price in market. So it's lovely to see it being reinstated again. Are you actually growing in Slovenia?
We have some farmers growing, but it's all, it's not very well organized, and it's, there's still restrictions, and so it's, now I think it was 10 days ago that a directive was adopted at our parliament that hemp can be used for medical purposes.
Wow.
Yes, that's fresh news now.
Right, in fact, then, right, we're going to take a break in about 1 minute. When we come back, I'd love you to tell us about that part of it, because I haven't heard that. We love a bit of breaking news, So, Casper, if you want to take the break now, and then we can come back with this more groundbreaking news.
You are listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.
THCF Medical Clinics are the premier physicians clinic in the United States. THCF has offices all across the United States from Hawaii to Michigan. THCF Medical Clinics has helped approximately 150,000 patients obtain their medical marijuana permits to legally possess, grow, and use medical marijuana. If you have chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, or any other neurological degenerative disease, or if you have any gastrointestinal disorders such as GERD, irritable bowel syndrome, or if you have AIDS, cancer, spastic disorders, seizure disorders, or glaucoma, call us at 1-800-723-0188 or visit us online at hemp.org. Again, the number is 1-800-723-0188 and the site is hemp.org.
In need of a ganja vacation? Blaze away.
Don't criticize it.
Hotbox Jamaica. Chill.
Legalize it, yeah.
Relax. And burn all day while watching the amazing ocean view. Listen to the birds. Bathe in the mineral waters of the Ganja River. Munch on tasty Jamaican Rasta food. Take a weed farm tour and hold a meditation. Book this amazing vacation for $420. Get the Sativa Special. 7 nights in Sativa dorms with ganja meals and airport transfer. Check us out at hotboxjamaica.com. That's hotboxjamaica.com. Hotbox Jamaica, a higher meditation vacation.
Indigrow is your source for affordable induction grow lighting. First discovered in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, Indigrow lights deliver 11 years of electronic sunlight to your plants. Indigrow lamps require less than half the power of traditional HID lamps. Converting to Indigrow lights means you'll cut down on your power bill with less lighting. Indigrow lamps also use 5 times less mercury than traditional fluorescent or HID lamps, making Indigrow not only energy efficient but environmentally friendly as well. No more switching out lamps between vegetative and flowering stages. As nature intended, your lights get a steady dose of UV light. That makes your plants grow healthier and stronger. Indigrow products are manufactured in San Diego, California, and come with a written 10-year warranty. What Tesla knew, then growers know now, is that Indigrow lighting is the cost-effective addition to your victory garden. To learn more or order now, go to inda-grow.com. That's INDA-GRO.com, or call 877-452-2244 to answer any of your questions. These guys really know lights. Indigrow really is your sunlight in a box.
Education and information. See what all the buzz is all about. It's time for hemp. It's time for hemp.
Even Prince Charlie has a high regard for weed. He recommends it to MS sufferers who are in desperate need. It's medicinal, it's pure, and it helps to ease the pain. And if you're feeling down, my friend, it'll pick you up again. Cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis is a very useful weed. Cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis is very good indeed.
So here we are, and we're talking to the World Hemp Conference tonight. Yeah! Which is going to be the biggest World Hemp Conference in the world. Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, you know it. And before the break, you told me something about your government had just changed one of your laws. Would you like to enlighten us a bit more about that?
Well, actually, I'm not, authorized to give the official statement. All I can say is that hemp is now allowed to be used for medical purposes. But this is a very important step, and which means that maybe Slovenian pharmaceutical companies will be now interested in introducing hemp in their products. And with this, of course, there's going to be interest to grow hemp in Slovenia. So it's, we got the stone rolling.
Yeah. Well, look, listen, when you get the official documentation over that, could you send me over a copy and I'll get it out on our network, because that is another feather in our cap. These countries and states are falling every day now. It seems to be a day doesn't go past where another country or another state does the right thing and makes this plant accessible.
What I can do is maybe that we try to connect you and you can get an official statement.
Oh, absolutely. That's even
from the people who are authorized to give the statement, and they can really give you more information because they know what they're talking about.
Exactly. As you know, we're a recognised radio network. We're the biggest global cannabis network in the world. Yeah. So we need this update. Fantastic. So, so we talked about how you got. That's brilliant. I'm stoked with that. Slovenia has gone now. Come on, the rest of the world. By the way, we was talking about who's going to be the last country to go legal, and I've decided it's going to be England. Honestly, if you knew the political situation in our country, it's totally ludicrous. And I've got a funny feeling that England's going to be the last one to actually change for some particular reason. Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah. So how many people do you think might be coming this year? I've seen some of the data. You've got about 22. How many countries do you think might be represented there this year?
We're thinking, we think it could be 80 countries, because last year it was 60 countries.
Wow.
And now, last year it was a very small team. This year it's a much bigger team, so we're working really hard, and we're getting lots of emails, responses, people asking how to participate, how they can watch the event, what if they cannot come to Slovenia. I mean, it's no problem because it's going to be live streamed. So everybody can buy a ticket, either on the spot or they watch it via internet. So it's really available to everybody.
And it's for 4 days, isn't it, I believe?
Actually, on Saturday, there's a big agricultural fair taking place in Gornja Radgona. This is a place maybe 80 kilometers far away, from Slovenia, from Lendava, I'm sorry. And in the framework of that fair, we're going to organize this technology innovation competition.
Wow.
It's going to take place there. And then the next day, we're going to have a competition in global hemp food innovation, which is going to be in Lendava. We're going to have some chefs, some cooks, cooking their delicious things with hemp. And in the framework of this competition, we have also organized like a hemp market, and have invited manufacturers and resellers and sellers of hemp food products where they can for free offer their products. And people can come and watch the competition, and they can buy some products. And we thought this would be a good idea, for the general public.
Absolutely.
To see, to get rid of this taboo about hemp, because usually people are scared. They're like, oh, it's drugs, I don't want anything to do with this, or how you cannot eat this, and now they can see, no, yes, it's also nutritional, I mean.
Yeah.
And
surprise! I always find that when people come across this plant in its entirety, like at a show that you're doing, where they can see food and clothing and cosmetics and plastic and building material and all the other, they're just shocked.
They're
just
shocked.
Absolutely shocked.
They're confused. They don't know anymore if we are talking about the same plant or what is this.
I know.
What is this?
And it's fantastic to see their faces. And as you say, when they can taste it and see it, and especially the tasting the food. I remember years ago at Cannabis in Germany, which was around about 1998, they had some Swiss people over, and they were pressing fresh hemp seed oil for people to taste. My God, I don't think I'd ever tasted anything so beautiful in all my life. It was amazing. And that was the first time that I'd actually tasted fresh hemp seed straight off of a press. Nothing like it.
It's important, that people can experience, can see the things, can taste, like you say, because, you can talk all you want, and it's not the same, the experience is what really then changes the thinking, their consciousness, their awareness about these kinds of things.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if I continue on Monday and on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have speakers from different fields who will be presenting their work. We have Mr. Benham coming directly from Australia.
Yeah, Paul Benham.
Exactly. And then we have Mr. Schket. He's also in this construction industry and also in hemp textile.
Yeah.
Then we have Mr. Resul Begovic. He's an architect, also building with hemp. We have Mr. Stefe. He was already a hemp innovator winner with his hemp fireplace. Yeah. And he's also building self-sufficient hemp houses. So this is really we are very strong in construction this year. Then we have Mr. Zucchini and Mr. Polianes. They will be covering more the business aspect, the technological consultancy, and similar. Then we have experts for the climate change, some journalists, activists like Mr. Hartman from the United States, Mr. Fine, also from United States, then Mr. Martinovic from Croatia, and we have big medicine expert, Mr. Wagner from Luxembourg. We have Mr. Rogers from Oregon, United States. He's also new joining us. By the way, he's also organizer of the International Cannabis Business Conference.
Yeah.
So he's a big name.
Big names.
Then we have Mrs. Bagar. She is also in medicine field active. Then we have Mrs. Clement Sokan. She's a hemp farmer, very active in introducing innovative things in Slovenia, like establishing a joint organization of hemp producers on a national level. So she's the driving force. We have Mrs. Kohler. She's an environmental consultant. Then we have a specialist from Netherlands, Mrs. Molenbeek. She is also new to our event. She is a trainer and lecturer on the subject of sustainability. So some big names and more to come.
Exactly. And such a good cross-section. You've got building, textiles, business innovation, farmers, food. Wow, yeah, that's going to... I believe... Also, I think Steve Allen was going to be there as well. Steve Allen has written a couple of books on the building material. I was speaking to Steve Allen a couple of weeks back, and I think he mentioned that he's coming over. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's funny because you guys are coming over, but you haven't sent the application.
Tonight, I promise. We were trying to work out what we were going to talk about, and we finally came up with the content now. So we get that sent off to you. It'll be on your desk first thing in the morning, I promise. We're not going to miss that for the world. As I say, I'm so excited to be going there and listen to some of these wonderful lectures. Yeah, because it is again.
We're also going to have practical workshops.
Yeah.
So this is also going to be very, very active this year. So like lectures will be in the morning, and in the afternoon it will be practical workshops like Mr. Schkert and Mr. Benheim. They will be making a hemp building brick.
Yeah.
Demonstration for all of us to see. So it's going to be fun and active.
Actually, I have one that I made in 2000. I'm going to bring my brick with me and show you one.
Do so.
I'll show you one that's 14 years old that was actually made from a crop in the field, and we made it with. That was nice. That was Ralph Carpenter, who brought the building material into the UK back in 1998, and we came down to our farm. And I have a brick that I made. I'll bring that over so you can see a new one and an old one.
Yes.
That is brilliant. But yeah, there's some very good content of... I know some of those names, and they really are experts in their own field, and it's marvellous to be able to go to one place to actually listen to these guys and ladies talk about what they know and sharing the information. It's going to be fantastic. So have you got any representatives from China coming?
No, unfortunately not this year, because it was, we changed the program, the content, and we were really, we said, okay, let's start with less, but more qualitative, and this year we are really focusing, like, for instance, we have a big focus now, this also in construction, and then medicine, especially with Mr. Wagner, who's going to be presenting some huge innovations and some surprises. But leave that as a surprise. And we are focusing now on the companies who could, use these inventions. So we can. What's the point of inventions if you don't implement them?
Absolutely.
So we are trying to find. Let's say, okay, less speakers, good speakers, and now find companies who could use these innovations, invite the companies, motivate them to come and see, and to bring people closer so they can start implementing this in the everyday life, because otherwise there's no point in repeating this conference from year to year and without any real results, implementation.
I so agree with you, because it's always been the problem. It's not a problem to grow it. It's not a problem to process it. But if we haven't got a market to put our end products into, then it's all just a waste of time. And I think for me, the hemp industry especially, that's always been one of the problems with it. It's had good products, but it's never been able to get its market share.
Yes, but I think, I'm surprised now when I'm promoting this, how people are not even informed about it.
Yeah.
They're completely unaware, you contact big companies and sometimes, they don't even answer you, or they answer you and they're like really, questioning you. So you see, people are not informed. It's not that they don't want to.
No, they're just not informed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I think the buzzword in both the medical side of the industry and the agricultural side now is it really is about this education, and as you quite rightly point out, getting so people that can utilise it, people that are doing buildings, they can look at this new building material, and they're looking at fabrics, because obviously we're running out of cottons. Yeah, we can't grow any more cotton, not because of it's so ecologically damaging. We just haven't got the land and the water to grow it. And because the population is increasing, really, I think there was a guy called Mackey that about 10 years ago done the figures. But really, if we carry on with the number of people increasing, we won't have any clothes to wear if we carry on down the cotton road, because we can't grow enough cotton.
Yes.
So we've got to look at natural fibres. And when we look at natural fibres, that one of the best natural fibres that we have is hemp. Simple.
That's right.
It's simple. Yeah. So it's got to be incorporated, because we have no other choice unless we all want to go around being naked again. And unfortunately, as you know, my country and your country, maybe that's okay in summer, but in winter, it's not such a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
Not a good idea to be naked in winter.
No.
We suffer from severe winters. Yeah, that's great. So what was you doing before you became involved in this wonderful movement? What was your background?
Oh, my background, I studied business administration. And I was always a very good student. So at the age of 23, I formed a company with a couple of friends, and we were doing this translation of software.
Yeah.
So I was a co-owner until 2005, and then I joined European Parliament in Luxembourg.
Wow.
Also in the translation field, but I'm always, always into project management, organization, and always when there's new things that need to be implemented, that need to be promoted, because when we founded our company in 2010, we were one of the first companies who did online translation. No one did that. Everybody was doing through Trados, the translation software, but we did it online. And then in Parliament, again, I was one of the first, because Slovenia joined European Union in 2004, and I went to Luxembourg in 2005. And then working for Parliament, it was okay, it was interesting, I like different cultures, people from different backgrounds, but it was too static for me. After 5 years, I was like, no way, that's not for me, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. And then I got into healing and into consciousness studies. And I'm also studying mysticism and these things, but this is my hobby, And then I was looking for what is new, what can I do, where can I help somebody, to organize things, promote new things. And when I heard about hemp, I was like, how did I not hear about this before? How could I have missed this? Where was I? And now I am totally addicted.
I know, it is a very addictive hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can honestly say
it's my job.
It's my job, it's my life. For me, it's my life, because it gave me my life back. I was dead. I was literally dying, and it gave me my life back. So I have loved this plant more than anybody. But again, isn't it interesting that when you come across it yourself, you just go, wow, how did I not know about this?
Yeah, I was like...
From my own point of view, as I say, for over 21 years I've been working with it, and pretty much not a week has gone past without something new coming in. And me learning, it's had me learning for 21 years, and I never finished learning. There's always something more to know about it.
That's
it's just never ending, as you said, that never-ending story. It's just unfolding and unfolding, and there's so many aspects to it. As you say, the medicine is one side. When you go into the building material, oh my God, that is just such an industry and a whole chapter to learn about how it can be incorporated into building. And when you go to the fibre, you learn about the fibre, and you learn about the clothing and the rope, and you learn about the other side of the industry, about how the petrochemicals are used on the cotton. So forever learning, the nutritional side, the food side of it is amazing, the nutrition that it gives, and how it can be a replacement for soya quite easily. Yeah, so it is a marvellous industry. Okay, right, we're going to hit the next break for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be back, and then we can chat about some more stuff.
Okay.
Fantastic. Take it away, Casper.
You are listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.
If you are in the Portland, Oregon area and are an OMMP card holder, then come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market, Portland, Oregon's first and only weekly OMMP market, presented by the Alternative Wellness Center, located at 5241 Southeast 72nd Avenue, 2 blocks south of Foster Boulevard, close to public transportation, held every Sunday 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., connecting quality vendors with patients. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market also has a weekly raffle with products from every vendor. So come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market and have fun while connecting with quality vendors and getting great natural medicine. If you are a vendor and want a chance to connect with OMMP patients, you can check out their Facebook page at facebook.com/Alternative Wellness Center or call 971-888-4392. Be sure to register early because space is limited. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market.
In need of a ganja vacation? Blaze away.
Don't criticize it.
Hotbox Jamaica. Chill. Relax and burn all day while watching the amazing ocean view. Listen to the birds. Bathe in the mineral waters of the Ganja River. Munch on tasty Jamaican Rasta food. Take a weed farm tour and hold a meditation. Book this amazing vacation for $420. Get the Sativa Special. 7 nights in Sativa dorms with ganja meals and airport transfer. Check us out at hotboxjamaica.com. That's hotboxjamaica.com. Hotbox Jamaica, a higher meditation vacation.
Indigrow is your source for affordable induction grow lighting. First discovered in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, Indigrow lights deliver 11 years of electronic sunlight to your plants. Indigrow lamps require less than half the power of traditional HID lamps. Converting to Indigrow lights means you'll cut down on your power bill with less lighting. Indigrow lamps also use 5 times less mercury than traditional fluorescent or HID lamps, making Indigrow not only energy efficient but environmentally friendly as well. No more switching out lamps between vegetative and flowering stages. As nature intended, your lights get a steady dose of
UV light. That makes your plants grow healthier and stronger. Indigo products are manufactured in San Diego, California, and come with a written 10-year warranty. What Tesla knew, then growers know now, is that Indigo lighting is the cost-effective addition to your victory garden. To learn more or order now, go to inda-grow.com. That's INDA-GRO.com. Or call 877-452-2244 to answer any of your questions. These guys really know lights. Indigo really is your sunlight in a box.
Free? Did you say free? Free hemp? Free hemp? Free hemp video and audio? Free downloads of all the top artists, all the pot artists on planet Earth. Interviews with all the people making the movement, making the hemp movement. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp.
Cause the answer's in the colour green, it's shining through and through. Cannabis, cannabis, we'll save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis, it's a very useful weed. Cannabis, cannabis, we'll save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is very good indeed. Cannabis, cannabis, we'll save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis,
Hemp Works, yes it does. Time for hemp, yes it is. And we are going to the World Hemp Congress. So how did you come up with the name Congress? Why was it a Congress?
Actually, it started out as a forum, International Forum on Hemp in 2011, and 26 members from 26 states gathered in Slovenia, and they had this forum, and they just said, actually, this is a conference.
Yeah.
Why do we call it a forum, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where the name comes from.
Okie dokie. And right, where's the website for that? How can people get onto the
Yes,
website?
it's www.world/hemp/congress.com.
That's it. Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, people will be able to find that on my site. So, and also if they go to the Hemp Works Charity UK.org, I believe there will be about a link up there as well. So there's plenty of ways of contacting it. Mm-hmm. Do you have any tickets left? How can people get there? Is there any spaces left?
Yes, before we go to tickets, I forgot to mention one thing, which is also new this year, and it's so-called kickoff meeting, where people who maybe are unable to attend but would still like their work in the field of hemp to be presented, they can send us a short video, maybe 20 minutes, and we will play this on Thursday. Everybody who is active in the field of hemp and is, for instance, looking for, you know, like some partners,
yeah,
like somebody who is growing hemp but doesn't have the, how do you call this, a machine to cut the hemp.
Yeah, the corticator.
Or they don't have the drying machine, for instance.
Yeah.
And so that people can then watch, these videos will be available also after the Congress. So everyone can look at it. It will be like a database.
Okay.
This is a new thing this year.
That'd be brilliant, because again, all these pieces of intrinsic equipment need to be in place.
Yeah,
because again, there's no point in growing it if you can't process it. Yeah.
And it costs only 20. The application is only 20 euros. So we make it, you know, symbolic.
Yeah.
But it's really, really important for people, like we talked before, you know, what's the point if we don't implement things, you know, or what's the point if somebody is making soap but doesn't know where to sell, or would need help with marketing,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, well, this is what I want to do. I want to link those two bits up between the processing, the end manufacturing, and then how you take it to market, and obviously bringing in the media, because obviously that's what media does. You get a product, then you need to sell it to the world, and that you need media for, and that's what we are. We're the media. We're the go-between between the customer and the farm, and the bits in between. Yeah.
As far as tickets are concerned, you can find it under, it says buy tickets. And we have the option of you can either be present in Lendava on the spot, or you can watch the Congress via live streaming.
Yeah.
So no excuses.
No excuses, no. And also, again, it's not so much excuses. With some of the names that you've mentioned now, people are getting over at least 20 years plus of experience. They're not going to find this in any book. You know, the amount of information that's being given out is going to be so intrinsic to anybody that's thinking about being in this industry.
Yes, and we made it, 3 days, so that when you come here to Lendava, because the workshops will not be broadcasted.
Yeah.
Only the lectures. Workshops are only for people who will be present in Lendava, and you can also book, personal meeting with Mr. Benheim or any other innovator. So it's you don't get this opportunity at every congress.
No, absolutely not.
Or any conference. So this is really something, because our aim is truly to connect people, to link people. Let's do something, let's implement this.
Yeah. Let's make it work.
Let's make it work, exactly.
Let's make it work. It's time to make it work now. Yeah, we've written the books, we've done the experiments, we know what's happening, now we just want to see it out there. Yeah. And everybody's going to get a fair slice of that. There's a guy down in Nimbin in Australia called Rusty, and Rusty's been doing hemp since forever. And as Rusty says, in the hemp world, everybody gets a job. Everybody that wants a job can have a job, because that's how big this industry is going to be, It's the new feedstock of the world. We don't have to put up with all this nasty stuff that we've been putting up with for the last 60, 70 years, We can go green, we can go environmental, and we can go long-term sustainability, and all by implementing this marvellous plant called cannabis hemp. What do you call it in Slovenia? Is it what is your name there for this plant?
Konopia.
Konopia. Yes, it's Konopia, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic too. Virtually every country in the world has a different name for this plant. How fantastic. There's hardly a culture, that past or present, that didn't give a name to this fantastic plant.
It's truly unique, like the name.
So on a practical note, you mentioned about hotels. We need to book up hotels. To give somebody some idea.
You have also information on the webpage. It's under accommodation. And when booking, it's recommended that you mention that you are attending World Hemp Congress.
Fantastic.
So, the first hotel is exactly in Lendava, Hotel Lipa. And then there are 2 hotels which are not far away, but it's like maybe 20 kilometers. So for all those who really want to stay in Lendava, hurry up, because Hotel Lipa is going to be pretty booked.
It's going to be pretty packed full of people talking about hemp.
And because, in Lendava is really a touristic place, and at the end of August we have different events. And so then people come from everywhere, so everybody needs a hotel, and that's the only hotel in Lendava.
This year, maybe they'll build a new hemp one for next year. The hotel will come there, see that they're completely booked. People will want to start booking for next year, and they'll build a new hemp hotel made from the hempcrete.
That would be great.
But why not? They're going to need more space. There's the building material. The farmers can grow it for them. And next year we get a nice new hemp hotel to stay in. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yes. So how many people are you expecting to actually visit the conference? Have you got any idea of numbers?
We have no idea so far.
No idea.
I don't know.
One of the other questions I might ask you then. I'm sure it's on the website that you can go to. But because one year the height of summer, aren't you, in August? So the weather's good.
Weather's going to be very good,
It's going to be very good. What's the price of a cup of coffee in the town centre, for instance? What's the sort of...
I think it's about €1.
about €1. Oh my God! So it's so cheap for Western Europeans.
It's very cheap, and it's also very good, because these hotels are not just hotels. It's basically spa with thermal water.
Oh! I'm going now. I'll be there.
Yeah, so it's it's a really, really nice place. We are also organizing some tourist program. So we're going to be taking you around to see the local, interesting things to see, as some wine tasting.
Fantastic.
So the wine that is locally grown, so it's going to be really interesting.
Do you know?
You won't regret it.
Do you know you can make wine from hemp?
I didn't know that.
Oh yes, you can. And you can make beer from hemp too. There's quite a few Austrian companies that used to make beer from hemp. I don't know if they're still going. Yeah, and there's one in Switzerland. I think they call it Greenleaf beer. They still do one. Yeah, which is quite I don't drink, but it's okay. It's not a bad drink. Yeah.
I heard of one company in Czech Republic. They still do it.
Yeah, it used to be before we had hops that the French gave us. Everybody used to brew from hemp because it ferments. It's part of the hop family, or very closely related to it. So I've tasted hemp wine. I've tasted hemp champagne. I've tasted hemp beer, hemp vodka.
Hemp vodka?
Yes, absolutely. It's grain. Vodka's a grain alcohol. See, there's nothing you can't do with this plant if you apply your mind to it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I can just mention something I forgot. I was talking about Mrs. Robic, Majda Robic. She was the initiator of this congress. Yeah. And I forgot to mention Mr. Andrija Petrovic.
Yeah.
He is of the Tehnološki Park, which is Technology Park Varaždin. And he's in charge of the global hemp technology innovation selection.
Wow.
So we are trying also, already here, Technology Park, connect with technology innovation.
Yeah.
So that we do it like that. And also for the hemp food innovations, it's not confirmed yet who's going to be. But it's going to be an expert, one of the best chefs in Slovenia.
Wow.
So it's
That'd be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, so we are really, connecting people, because the aim of us as organizers is to bring people together. It's not that I specialize now in technology innovation and I do everything. It's just that I find the people who could benefit from each other.
Yeah.
And link them.
And of course, with today's technology, as you say, with these streamings and live streamings and what we're doing here with Skype, it's now making it a very accessible world.
Exactly.
That we can reach out to each other and share our information, which is
because without technology, I don't know if anybody would know about this.
Well, I've always maintained that everything has a season. And it's now the season of hemp. Season of hemp and cannabis is coming. It's spring, and it's going to take root this year and really show people what it can do. Yeah, and it's about time too, because the alternatives that are in place, the loggers and the tree industry and the fuel people, they're all coming to an end, and they're taking our planet with us. Yeah, it can't be good. It's not on. Hey, especially when we have an alternative.
Exactly, when we have an alternative, a good alternative, like you said.
Good alternative.
And I think we can really make a change, because, everyone I met and everybody who hears about hemp, even for the first time, they're so enthusiastic about it, It's like, it's really people who want to be the change, not only see the change.
Yes.
And, the more we hang out together, the more we communicate, exchange experiences. We also support each other, give each other the moral support, and I think it makes it easier for all of us, and it motivates us. And
because I think
time for hemp.
Time for hemp. Definitely, it's time for hemp. Hemp works, and it's time for hemp. We know. And because before, I think some of us were talking about this for many years, we almost felt as though we were mad people. People looked as though we were crazy. But now there's so many of us, it's great.
Yeah, but some of my friends, who still work at the parliament, they also think I'm crazy, leaving European Parliament for hemp.
Yeah, well,
but I feel blessed.
You're blessed.
I feel blessed to be part of such a big movement. And
well, all I can say is you've been a fantastic guest. You're definitely coming back on board before the conference, more than once most probably. We're going to close it down there. Big shout out to the Hemp Works Charity UK.org. A big shout out to Casper, who puts the shows together for us and gives us his format for us to talk on. I so look forward to seeing you in August, if not before. And I promise you tonight you will have my form on your desk by tomorrow morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll send you the download over in a minute.
Yeah.
Thanks, Casper. Take care. Love you all. See you tomorrow.